Shalom, shalom to the 144,000, the elect. Before I get started, let me give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rokah Kodash. Shalom to the Apostle Nails, the great millstone. Peace and blessing to the brothers that are preaching the truth in the four winds of the earth. May Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, have mercy upon you. I thought Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu say that that the people of the Iranian people are against their regime, which is their government leaders. I thought that's what they said, right? And I made a video or two about it, and saying that that's propaganda, and what they're doing is they're deceiving the people. That's their best. Esau Edom, the so-called white man, especially these Americans over here, and them Israelis over there, those small hatters. They're what? They are the greatest deceivers. That's Amalek. Israel is Amalek. So that's Esau Edom's gift, being able to deceive people. And having them thinking something is true when it's a what? It's a bold-faced lie. So let's get into it.
Foreign Minister, the first time a senior government official has spoken since this war began. And I asked him about what he thinks will happen. He told me that right now, under Israeli bombardment, the people are united in resisting and defending their own country and in a patriotism towards their own country, even though he admitted many probably disagreed with the government policies. Nonetheless, he said they are united at this particular time.
Iranians are known to be very hard at defending their territory, and this is exactly what we are doing.
So the latest after an Iranian barrage into Israel that struck a hospital and caused damage is that the Israeli defense minister says Ayatollah Khamenei, the so-called supreme leader, can no longer exist. Now this is language that ups the ante on the regime change goal. Despite what the Israelis say, they absolutely have that goal to get rid of this regime and to enable the Iranian people to take this bombing period in order to rise up. They've called for it. Benjamin Netanyahu has called for it.
This is your opportunity to stand up and let your voices be heard.
The question...
Did you hear that? Let me wind that back, in case you all didn't catch that, right? Let's just wind it back. They told them to take this bombing process, in other words, just bombing you all and killing you all. Take this process as a take it on the chin. We're bombing and leading y'all for a great cause.
That ups the ante on the regime change goal. Despite what the Israelis say, they absolutely have that goal to get rid of this regime and to enable the Iranian people to take this bombing period in order to rise up. They've called
to take this bombing period to rise up. Ain't that some shit? But the devil is, boy, if they not the greatest deceiver of all time, man, to have you thinking something that is true when it's a big bold-faced lie. Listen up.
Called for it. Benjamin Netanyahu has called for it.
This is your opportunity to...
Look at that devil, y'all. Evil, big ill. Look like one of them cave beasts, right? If anyone, if how could you ride with something like this here, y'all? This is an evil man. We'll just say men, right? I'm just pointing out Benjamin Netanyahu, or Yahoo, whatever you want to call him. He's a what? He's a very evil person, man. Well, he's the devil. Not going to even give him up. He's not going to even call him a person. He's a devil. But you all you all jakes be riding with these devils, man, trying to put them in the same category that you put yourselves, man. It's madness.
Stand up and let your voices be heard.
The question is, what would come next? There is no fully fledged opposition in Iran. Iran is made up of several factions. Obviously, the Persian Shiites make up the biggest faction, but there are Azeris, there are Kurds, there are a whole number of different factions. So one possibility is a descent into civil war and fracturing of the country. The other possibility, according to experts, is that the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps, i.e. the toughest of the Iranian military, would take over. How much better is that than the Ayatollahs? Unclear. And then the other possibility is that there is a group of exiles who might come in. But a senior US military official involved in the regime change in Iraq that overthrew Saddam Hussein says that the exiles, the Iranian exiles who've been out of the country for the better part of 45 years, do not have a ground game, and remind him of the exiles who came back to Iraq after Saddam fell and, in his words, turned the place into an unmanageable mess. So that is where we are. There is no stated exit plan, there is no off-ramp, and there is actually no planning that's gone into what happens the day after, and that is the biggest question now.
Y'all hear that? For those of you all thinking that this devil gonna tell these people to stand up and take it on the chin. Let me highlight this demon. Stand up and take it on the chin while we bomb y'all to death and take your family's life, your children's lives, bomb elderly people in hospitals, and just as they have been doing to the what is it, the you all know what I'm talking about. The war that's been going on between, I can't even think of the other portion of who they've been warring against anyway. Let's just get into this lesson here. Right? Let's go to the Apocrypha. Let me get my thing here. You know what? But before I go there, let's go to the Apocrypha. Let's go to the Apocrypha. This is Ecclesiasticus 12:10. Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. And who don't know this? I don't know why this thing's spinning like this here. This is what you get. I hope it don't cut off. Oh, I know where I spin it. Anyway, never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Let's drop down to verse 16. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit, meaning the grave. See, just like he is portraying to be your friend, and portraying to be the friend of the people of the Palestinians, what I was trying to think of earlier. Look at what they're doing to the Palestinians. They commit genocide. So you think these people, they are what? They're the Iranians and the Palestinians are people. Just about one and the same. They are what? They are Ishmael. So you think this blue-eyed devil cares about any Iranian people? No, he don't care. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagined how to throw thee into a pit, meaning the pit, meaning what? The grave. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. Even all of the bloodshed that they have done to the Palestinians, they are still not satisfied. Why they not satisfied? That's Esau Edom. They love blood. They love shedding the blood of innocent people, man. Verse 17. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. Right. Whenever a major, especially over here in America, where we have, where this place never been hit before, and you all of a sudden you hear of someone calling them what, sleeper cells, and saying that someone blew up something over here in America. They're not doing that. But know this though. You know what though? Let's go into that, right? Let me look that up right quick. But know that there are sleeper cells in but before I go there, let me finish the precept right quick, and I'm gonna go into that if I can remember. I'm gonna go into it, but I want to finish up the precept first. Verse 17 of Ecclesiasticus, when in the Apocrypha, Ecclesiasticus 12 and 17. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help thee, see, the scriptures don't lie about this devil, Esau Edom. It's not this what he's doing, pretending to help thee, pretending that telling the Iranians to what? To take it on the chin and let us bomb you all, and you all can what? Take over your regime. Which is straight madness, man. This is the deception that Esau Edom brings to when you're dealing with him, man. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first, and though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he what? Undermine thee. He don't give a damn about you. This is their blessing. Is what? Deceiving the people and acting as though they care, and in the process of what? Destroying you, man. You know, so you can turn and walk, and then they stab you in the back. That's Esau Edom. His picture should be right there. He will shake his head and clap his hands and whisper much and change his what? His countenance. He's literally a damn hypocrite. One of the biggest hypocrites that ever walked the face of the earth, man. Esau Edom, the so-called white man. You can never trust this devil, because this devil is not worthy to be what? To be trusted. How many treaties these devils have broke, man? How many hundreds of millions of people these people done slaughtered, man? No one has more of a count in putting people to death than Esau Edom, the so-called white man, especially the Americans over him. That's what they do. Bomb and take. Bomb and take. Let's go to real quick. Let's go to Psalms. Psalms 55. Psalm 55. I haven't forgot about what I'm gonna go into. I'm gonna go into something real as well. Psalm 55 and 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they what? Drawn swords. And Esau Edom was blessed with that what? That sword. He was blessed with that sword. And the modern day sword today is the gun. And for mass destruction is what? Missiles. And then the time to come will be what? ICBM, which will be nuclear missiles. They're going to Esau Edom will face that he's gonna, in other words, let me slow down. In other words, it's gonna come a time that he's gonna find himself and not being in control, because the Heavenly Father is getting ready to take that favor from him, from the earth, because that favor was given to him for what? First, because of he being the son of Isaac, gave him a blessing, and this is a portion of that devil's blessing, which is Esau Edom, having what? Rulership of the earth for a time period. For what? To put us in captivity. For what? For our wickedness. Huh? This overall movie that you see. This is the movie of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Right? And it's played very well. There's no better movie than the Bible, the scriptures. Because why? Because they are true. They are prophecy. In prophecy, everything that the Bible spoke of and made mention of came true right here and manifested itself right here on earth. You know, Esau, not Esau, but what that is? Um, Ishmael, he's known as being what? That wild man. I think that's Genesis. Well, I know it's Genesis. Genesis um 16. I know it's 15, 16. Genesis 16. Hold up. 1 second. You know, this is wild. But you know, the reason I'm bringing this out, I'm gonna tell you in a few seconds. Let me read this here, right? Genesis 16 and verse 16 and 12. Now, this is concerning Ishmael, right? Okay, let me start at verse 11. And the angel of the Lord Yahweh said unto her, Behold, thou art with child. That's the reason why I'm bringing this out. Listen up. With child, and shall bear a son, and shall call his name Ishmael, or Ishmael, because the Lord Yahweh has what? Heard thy affliction. Which is verse 12, which is the point where I want to get at. And he will be a what? A wild man. His hand will be against every man. So this is why you see Ishmael over there. Those are Arabs over there in the so-called Middle East. Man, they've been having war forever. And he will be a wild man. He's a very wild man. You know, Ishmael is known for running up on their enemy with bombs and blowing themselves up. You can't get the average man to do that. But Ishmael, he would do that, because one thing he knows that it is better to be with the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai than to be here on earth. You know, even though their God that they call Allah, right? Not knowing that they go to the spirit world with the Heavenly Father Yahweh, right? And every man's hand against him. It's not every man's hand against him, and he shall dwell in the presence of all his brethren. Ishmael is through and through America, man. And what's my reason for bringing this up? Listen to this right here. I Googled it. Let's see if it will come back up on my phone. I Googled it, right? Sleeper. Man, hold up, y'all. I Googled sleeper cell, right? Sleeper cells. Now let's see what sleeper cells is, right? In the context of people entering a country, a sleeper cell refers to a group of individuals who have infiltrated the target country and are remaining inactive until they are activated by a what? A pre-arranged signal or event to carry out a specific mission, such as espionage, sabotage, or terrorism. Now, say Ishmael, they are very capable of doing, said what I just quoted, but Esau Edom, the so-called white man, he will take this advantage to do what? To create his own, which is called what is it called? False flag. He will create a false flag operation to have you think that, so you all can do what? Come up against. Let's read the. It's going to explain it in detail. Okay, here's a breakdown of the key aspects of what a sleeper cell in this context. Infiltration. Member of a sleeper cell enter a country, often blending into society and establishing themselves for what? An extended period, which could range from years to decades. So we know Ishmael is definitely in America, because why? They got all of most of the stores you see, the gas stations, the 7-Elevens, you name it, where they're selling gas. Who you see? You see Ishmael. But a lot of you all think you all are the ignorance of our people. We think we Egyptian. We think we every damn thing with melanin in their skin. That's just the ignorance of our people, man. Or dormancy. Dormancy, meaning the cell remains inactive in what avoids in operational activities until they receive orders or are triggered to act. Activation. At a specific time or under certain circumstances, the cell is activated to carry out its mission. Now, mission. A mission is what? The objective can be varied, but typically involve activities that what? That destabilize or harm the target country, such as act of terrorism and espionage. So this is what these devils take advantage of. They are no one moves like Esau Edom and deceiving people. No one. Esau Edom wake up from his bed thinking how he going to deceive the people at what length or greater length that he can deceive the people, man. Now let's go into what a false flag is. What Esau Edom love to create for a purpose. Let's go into what a false flag is, right? Let's see here. Let's see if this phone. Okay. The term used to describe a deceptive action often carried out by what? A government or organization where they blame an attack or incident on another party. Like terrorism. Terrorists. Like what they're doing now. It's not they pulling that narrative on the Iranians saying that we know that y'all are being oppressed by your government, and we want to save y'all from your government. This is the behavior of Esau Edom, the so-called white man, which what he does. The term used to describe a deceptive action often carried out by a government or organization where they blame an attack or incident on another party, like terrorists, when they were what actually responsible is a false flag operation. That's what a false flag operation is, y'all. False flag operations are what designed to deceive, making it appear that what the attack was carried out by someone else to achieve a specific goal. That's just like you wicked jakes in the neighborhood, when you, especially you women, man. And I'm gonna give you a great example of what I'm talking about. Is that when Esau Edom may pull up on Jake, which is a so-called black man, and then accuse him, of multiple charges, and say that he's done this, he's done that, he done that. And all he did was resist being arrested for something that he had not done. And then by the time he get down there, if he don't lose his life, and then they be in the county jail, and then they'll put anything on him. They'll even say that he's trying to pick up a prostitute. Then in the process, he's trying to pick up a prostitute. What? They go them putting what? A thought in the back of the mind of your said wife, because no such thing as girlfriend or fiance. When you laying down with a woman, she's your wife. Not to get off subject, but hey, you got to keep it in context concerning in different subjects that I'm going on. Anyway, let's go back over here historically. This term originated in naval warfare, where a vessel flew the flag of a neutral or enemy country to conceal its true identity. Today, the concept extends to various deceptive activities, including those involving government organizing attacks on themselves and blaming them on others. This is America, y'all. This is the place that you all call of the free. Huh? Man, the list goes on, man. Operation Norwoods. The Gleewitz incident, the Gulf of Tonkin incident. This thing goes on, the list goes on and on. I can get into Oklahoma bombing and New York City and blah 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 blah. It goes on and on and on. Of Esau Edom being what? Being deceptive. Let's read a few of these. Let's read a few of these um, emails here. I mean, not emails, but um, y'all know what I'm talking about. My mind be sometimes my mind goes go blank when I'm finna say something. Uh, let's read these things. Let me see. This guy is evil. We're witnessing a guy killing people in different countries. The fact that no one is or has questioned him on a bigger platform is crazy. Exactly. No one is going to do that because Esau, Edom, those small hatters, they are the true rulers of the earth, man. And the ones that the bankers that you never see and that never talked about on their news, the true rich of the earth, they don't want to be seen, and you're not going to see them. They're not going to be out front doing anything, right? Uh, who Mary says should have been arrested the second he stepped foot in the states. They're not going to do that because they all have a agenda from the elite to do exactly what they're doing. Why are these bloggers so uniform? Trump has repeatedly said on TV internationally that it is up to the Iranian people to decide if they want a regime change. It's not our business. Come on, people, wake up and focus. But Trump himself done the same thing. He changed his word. Trump is always, he's always changing his words and getting on board with what the wicked elite wants. She says, why are we talking about regime change in Iran? Have we learned nothing? Nonsense. The people of Iran won't change. They want freedom. I don't know if he's going left or right. Let's see something. Let's see something here. What do you say? Hold up. They can speak for themselves. That's right. Mateys. I think it's about England. That's what they say in England or Europe somewhere. Mate. You made a typo. You wrote Iran instead of Israel. That's right. The people have woken up, man. The people have woken up to the lies that the Israelis, which is supposed to be the true people of God, the true people of God, right? Let's go to let me hit a couple more precepts, y'all. I'm gonna close this out. Let's go to 2 Thessalonians, Timothy. 2 Thessalonians. H.I. What am I went the wrong way. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first. And that falling away first was 70 A.D. when we as Israelites which was our falling away. That I think that's in, no, I don't think that's in Luke 21:24. Goes into the detail concerning us being what. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first. And that falling away was us, the 70 A.D. And that man of sin, who is the man of sin? The man of destruction, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, be revealed, the son of perdition, meaning destruction. That's Esau, Edom. That's the white man. Everyone wants to be the angel of the earth and saving the people out of the hands of their regime. It's not. Don't they call themselves? They didn't took every image of the Heavenly Father and His Son and made it themselves. Who opposeth, let me read this here. I'm going to read it. Verse 4. I'm going to read this here. I'm going to read verse 4. Who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called God? Esau, Edom. Esau have been every regime. They'd have been called everything but Esau. Why they don't claim Esau? They didn't claim every nationality of people on earth for themselves and not claim themselves. Why? Because they know who Esau Edom is in the Bible, and they know Esau Edom is the true curse, and he's going to be what? Deleted in what? What that is? Obadiah 1:18. They're going to be gathered together, man. They're going to be burned, man. When they get through serving us as a people, 1,000+ years. Who opposed him and exalted himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, reading it verbatim, showing himself that he is God. Huh? Who was better at doing that than Esau Edom, the so-called white man? Let's go to Isaiah. Go to Isaiah. This is a little more. I'm gonna close it out. This is a little more. I want Isaiah 47. Isaiah 47 and verse. These devils is being exposed, and they're gonna be exposed. 47:3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, meaning the wicked works of what? Of this place, America, in Israel. They're gonna be what? It's being uncovered. And their nakedness is what? It's being what? Uncovered and shown, and the people are what? Are not falling for the lies. But you still have a lot of people still falling for these lies, but there's a lot of people that normally would fall for this shit, not falling for it. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, ye, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. That's Yahweh Shai. He said when he take vengeance upon these wicked Edomites, he's not going to meet them as a man. Let's drop down to verse 10 of Isaiah 47:10. Right? Let me touch this right quick first. Okay, Isaiah 47:10. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me. These are the people. This is the secret society of the elite that's controlling every aspect of every, you name it. They're controlling the secret society, which is what, and they secret worship the devil. Thou hast said, which is the spiritual demons, Satan, because they are Esau Edom is the children of Satan, man. Thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it has perverted thee. And thou hast said in thy heart, I am, and none else besides me. Huh? Who is more prouder and boasting in their wickedness than Esau Edom, the so-called white man? Look at them. They are very proud and boasting in their wickedness, because they have been deceiving the people for so long and making people having people to follow them in their wickedness, especially you Israelite, which is you 2/3, you wicked 2/3. You are going to continue to follow these devils until what? Until Yahweh shall come here and what? And take all y'all out. Verse 11 of Isaiah 47:11. Therefore shall evil come upon thee. So real soon, evil is going, which is meaning what? That hour. Thou shalt not know from whence it riseth. They're not going to know, because in 1 hour this place will be destroyed, which is Babylon, which is America, and mischief shall fall upon thee. Thou shalt not be able to put it off. You're not going to put it off or put it out, because that fire, that lake of fire, is what? It's definitely America. And desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt what? Shall not know. So you're not going to know or whence it's come until it come. Stand now with thy enchantments, meaning your spells, your witchcraft, in that day, none of it going to work. Stand now with thy enchantments, and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. So they've been wicked from what? Since born, man. These people are been wicked since they come out of the womb. If so be thou shalt be able to what? To profit. If so, thou mayest prevail. Look at this wicked joker, man. Just look at him. You don't see the wickedness in this man's eyes, man? No, I guess most of you all can't see it because a lot of you all looking at that green money that they paying you all to what? To preach lies. And it goes with you Israelites too. You all have sold out too. And the biggest group of all that sell out is Bishop Nathaniel there. Thou art worried, verse 13 of 47 and 13. Isaiah 47 and 13. Thou art wearied, should I say, in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things. What things? That nuclear destruction, Yahweh Shai, the angels, that's going to be the ending of what? Of said Babylon, which is a miracle. Behold, they shall be as stubble, the fire shall burn them. What fire? That lake of fire. They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. There shall be a coal to what? To warm at, nor fire to sit before it. What that mean? That means there's going to be total destruction. So on that note, I'm going to say, Call Allah, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rokah Kudash, Shalom.